Hey, what's going on? So I want to go over 5 things I would like to see for AQ Unity. Before we start though, I want to make it very clear this is just purely a wish list video. I don't expect the devs to actually take any of this feedback and use it. A lot of it's kind of out there, and it's all just my own opinion and stuff of what I'd like to see for the game to change in the future, because it is going to be a new game with AQ Unity. It gives them a fresh start of sorts, even though they are going to be porting over everything from the old one. They still could lay out some good groundwork for the future, considering they have worked on the current game for like 15 years next year. So yeah, pretty crazy. So what sparked me wanting to make this video is the Steam page recently came out for Unity, and you can wishlist it there now, which is really cool. And yeah, so seems like we're getting closer and closer to maybe an actual playable thing. It says 2023 on the Steam. I'm sure we'll have more information and stuff like that beforehand. Of course, they're always tweeting out information about the projects. So yeah, looking forward to it. And here are the 5 ideas I have for the game. All right, starting off at number 5. Probably the most important point of this video. Any devs are for me watching, please pay attention. It might already be too late, but my biggest hope for AQ Unity is that they don't limit themselves. If you look at AQ 3D, A's last big project, it's very clear they put hardware related limits on the game. I really don't want to see PS1 poly counts or whatever the 2D equivalent of that is. I don't know, but yeah, PS1 poly counts in AQ3D are pretty bad. I really hope they give themselves room to grow, add features as AQ grows. It's been 14 years at that time put into AQWorlds, and if they even plan to put half of that into Unity, I really hope that they're not putting artificial limits in place. They are using the Unity game engine, the same engine as the footage you're seeing here. It could look very beautiful. It could be a very well featured game, and I hope they don't stop themselves from doing that like they have while using the Flash player and putting limits on AQ3D as they have. So anyway, that's my first point. Let's move on to the second one. All right, trading. I'm bringing this up early in the video because I made a tweet and it seems like it was one of the most requested features from people on that tweet. So while I agree with people that it would be great for the game, at the same time, I don't see it likely to be added. If you look at AQ3D, a game that could have had trading built in from the start, and a community that seems like they would really want it to be in the game. We've not heard a peep from AE about trading in AQ3D. I'm not fully giving up hope, but it does conflict with the business model of selling item at donates in AQWorlds. So if anyone from AE is watching, you can sell item at donates and have trading in at the same time. Some players will not want to interact with other players and go through the hassle of finding players that have the specific items they're looking to trade for, and we just item and donate instead. Trading might even increase the amount of item and donates you sell if the players want to item and donate to give them to friends, or sell it for gold maybe if the gold's actually valuable. When I look for a new MMO, I'm always looking for the kind of player-to-player interaction that is available in some games, and games that have open economies are always ones that I want to try out more than ones that have more lockdown economies. Not that that's a bad thing one way or the other, but I usually value trading more in a game. I definitely like that in most of the games I play. Third item on the wish list is monetization. Ooh, very fun subject to talk about, but I think it's kind of important for a new game. They have the opportunity to actually change the monetization model if they would like. AQWorlds has had the same one for quite a while. Anyway, yes, making waves important for any MMO, of course. You gotta keep the lights on, keep the game updated, keep the devs, food in the devs' stomachs, gotta keep them fed and all that stuff. But anyway, so what I like to see changed is the old AE model from 2008. It's been like that for quite a while. I don't see adventure coins needing a change. I think that's a pretty standard still in the industry. If you ask most players AQ if a membership is worth it, the majority of the time you'll hear, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth getting. It's not worth it at all. With a caveat of maybe if you want the ACs with it and you just pay a little extra to get the couple months of membership that comes with the ACs. I don't know the perfect solution for an optional sub fee. It's a hard thing to balance, not having to have it pay to win, still making it worth it for the player. But here would be my solution, or a few little things they could change about it. What I would do is take it so all of the member-only items are now non-member. But, wait, hold up for anyone for 80s watching, like, that's a terrible idea. But you still need a membership to acquire the member-only items. You need an active membership to acquire them. Once you have the item. It's yours to use whenever you choose, whether or not you have an active membership or not. So a player would obtain a membership, get the items that they want that require the membership. Maybe they're limited time items too, so they want that specific item at that specific time that requires membership. They need a membership then and there. And I think it would give the membership a lot more value. It'd make it that you actually get to keep the items afterwards. I think there would be a more perceived value with the membership and make more people want to get it, while also just making it a better system for the players, in my opinion. This part's a little bit further out there and not something I think it might be tweaked a little bit, but they do an upgrade pack every month. Personally, I think that upgrade pack, if you have an active membership, you just unlock that upgrade pack that month if it's active during the time the upgrade pack is added to the game. Now, you can still go and get upgrade packs you missed in the past, or if you don't have a membership, you can buy it separately for the normal price of an upgrade pack. But I think if you have an active membership, you should get like cosmetics for that month that are coming out in the upgrade packs as part of that membership fee and make it worth something more. Like I said before, I really don't think the membership's worth it right now in the game, and I only really get it just because basically it comes with extra ACs. Yeah. Next up is guilds. So right now in AQW, guilds are very limited functionality. They're basically glorified friends lists. What I like to see is the ability for any player to make a guild for free. Every guild comes with 8,000 slots by default. The whole reason MMOs have guilds is for players to help each other from a dev sub point. It keeps players attached to the game, playing longer. The longer they play, the more money they're spending on the game. It's good for the game's health in general. It's always boggled my mind that AE restricts and monetizes the guild system so much when it could be a huge thing for player retention and also funding. Like I said, you should be getting a 50% multiplicative boost to XP class points at rep, not gold, because I feel like gold should have more value. But anyway, when another guild member or friend is in your room, not stacking, of course, if they're both a guild and friend, both in your guild and on your friends list. So I think this is basically the standard in most games I've played for having a boost. Any game that has a boost for this, I think AQ should have it as well. I think it'd be really good for the game. Guilds should have levels that everyone in the guild can help level up the guild. And when certain levels are hit, the whole guild gets rewards at a time. Rewards could be sent through a mail system. On a side note, it's really surprising that AQWorlds doesn't have a mail system in the game, considering the type of game it is and how long they've been working on it. It's really weird it doesn't have a mail system. It's pretty standard in every MMO I've ever played. It would be cool for AQWorlds to have a mail system. They could mail you the rewards from the guild level up thing, so everyone in the guild at the time when it hits a certain milestone could receive a reward through that system. Or they could do it another way if they don't want to add a mail system. It might be a personal preference of theirs, but I think it would be good for the game. My last point on guilds is I would like to see a summoning system for guilds. So there is a summoning system in the game right now, but it doesn't really work guild-wide. So an improved summoning system where if you need help, you could click on a monster, and on the drop down there would be a button to ask for guild assistance. Player clicks this, it would send out a little like notification in the top right corner of your guildmate screen that are logged in and be like, such and such needs help at such and such map, and then you could click join them and it would teleport you to their map, or you could just click ignore, and it just fades away after like 5 seconds. So really non-intrusive. No, maybe an audio cue on it if they want to do that, but yeah, just really unintrusive thing that lets the guild know like, hey, I need some help, and they could get players to actually come there, and a really good system for doing that. Right now, if you need help in some place and you're not in a guild, or even if you're in a guild, you basically have to like go to Discord and ask people, or hope they're looking at guild chat in the bottom left. And yeah, it's not a great solution at the moment. I would love to see a better summoning system in the game. All right, last big point for the video. More things to grind for would be my 5th point. No, I'm not talking about ultra bosses. Seems to be the only late game content we're getting lately. Definitely not those. Although there is a place for them in the game, it would be nice to have rewarding grinds and things that were just done more passively. You're grinding this while you're grinding that. Things you're always working towards. One of my ideas would be to see a level prestige system in the game where you can reset your level back to 0. You still have access to all the functions of being a level 100, but your level would be reset and you could earn rewards that were only obtainable via prestiging. And it would be more of just a show off thing. So that players say, hey, look how much time I spent grinding XP in this game. Not everyone might agree on this one, but I think it'd be kind of cool. It'd be nice if you could grind for a house item that would also double as a functional item in your house. So your house becomes more of a base of operations than just a cosmetic showcase. For example, maybe a Mac guy you could feed gold to, and in return, he would return with random regiments on a timer. If you've ever played EFT, it's kind of like the hideout system in that game, where you kind of have a home base where you could passively gain materials and stuff you need at a cost, and of course it still takes time for it to get, so it's not like free items you're obtaining, but it's something you could work towards upgrading in your house and actually over time becoming more and more efficient in the game. I love when games have that. You can have another one for Legion tokens, of course, as well, and whatever other things they want to add to the game. Maybe a guy that collects a random potion for you every day. Log into your house, you see what kind of potion you got. If you don't like it, you sell it, or if it is one that you like, you keep it. Those seem to be becoming more and more needed these days. This is a big one, and I see them moving kind of closer to it with AQWorlds right now, but I think they should go even farther. I think there should be specific item drops that have multiple traits that you would be able to farm for. So let's say a weapon would have 3 specific traits. Now these traits could be random. They're from a random pool of traits that have small bonuses on the weapon. And every time that weapon drops, there are 3 assigned to it. They're completely random from a large pool, like I said. So this would make it so you would have to trade with other players to get the perfect roll on that weapon of the 3 traits that you actually want on that weapon. And it would also give you something to grind for if you're grinding for that specific perfect roll of traits. I think that'd be a really good system to have. I've seen it work really well in other games, and I think it would also work well in AQWorlds and give players a lot of things to grind for. You'd have whole sets of traits that you'd want different ones for different loadouts, for different classes. I think it would work really well. Okay, so rapid fire points before we're finished. So face customization is one of them. I think that'd be really cool. I don't see how they're gonna do it. Maybe it's like a custom face type thing that they could put on top as like a helmet. I don't know. But anyway, leaderboards is another one. Really, really cool. Let's say there's like a top 5 for the top guilds that maybe earned XP or gold for that week, and the top guilds all get like some kind of small reward, like maybe like 100 ACs per person in the guild or something like that. And the same thing for PvP. Top most PvP wins that week for like the top 5 people or top 5 guilds in PvP will get some kind of small reward. On top of just the bragging rights of being one of the top 5 guilds in the game. I think that'd be really cool. More skills is another one of the rapid fire points. I think that'd be really nice. So similar to RuneScape in a way, but of course, modified for AQ worlds, so in the 2D environment type deal. I think that'd be really cool. Hover preview for your inventory. Being able to hover over the name of item and see a preview of it would be really nice for your inventory. Right now you have to click, 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 and it's kind of annoying, especially if you're like me and you don't remember every name of every item of the hundreds of items that are in your inventory, and you're just looking for a specific one. Being able to scroll and hover over them and see a preview as you're hovering would be really cool. That's something I really want. More emotes for the game would also be really good. That's another player interaction thing that could be expanded on and should have been a long time ago. I think you could even sell them if they're good enough emotes with enough like time spent on the animation and stuff like that. You could give emotes out as limited time event items as well. So maybe like a punting emote where you punt a football for the Super Bowl. Stuff like that would be really cool for emotes in the game. I could see a lot of players using emotes more often if there are actually some cool new good emotes in the game. Alright, that's all for the video. Thank you for watching. I was reading off the script, so I'm not good at that, I realized, but listening back to the audio hopefully it isn't too bad. Also, it's kind of a podcast type deal on my channel. I don't know, I'm probably gonna have some kind of gameplay over this. Maybe yeah, I don't know. I'll probably leave the link to the game in the description, whatever game I was putting the footage over. Hopefully it wasn't too bad, but anyway, thank you for watching. Leave a like in the video if you all liked, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and leave a comment down below what kind of thing you would like to see added to AQ Mobile. If you could add anything to it, or Mobile Unity, it will be on mobile and also PC. But yeah, whatever kind of thing feature you would add, what would you add? Leave that in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.